If you have a sneaky suspicion that your back is about to throw itself right out, then try this yoga practice. Very gentle, low to the ground. The only thing you might want to have is a blanket. I'm Danica. This is the Light of My Life Vita. When you're ready, let's get started. You can set your blanket off to the side for now. We'll grab it in a minute and make your way into a tabletop, hands and knees. Fingers spread wide, toes curled under. As you inhale, drop your belly down, reach your heart forward and through, lift your gaze into your cow pose. Exhale, rounding the spine, and slowly with the spine rounded, sinking your hips towards your heels. I'll pause here, take a deep breath in, and a slow breath out. Inhale like you're ducking underneath of a wave, coming back up into your cow pose. Exhale into your cat pose, sinking your hips towards your heels with the spine rounded. Taking a deep breath into the back of your body. And a slow breath out. Inhale, coming back into your cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Staying in cat, sinking your hips towards your heels. Deep breath into the back of your body. And a slow breath out. Last one, inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Keeping the spine rounded, sinking your hips down. Taking a deep breath in. And a slow breath out. And then gently lifting back up into your tabletop. So go ahead and grab your blanket, and we're going to bring it to the right side of the mat, kind of at a diagonal. We're going to use it underneath of our right hip for pigeon pose. So coming back into your tabletop, bringing the right knee towards the right wrist, and then swivel the shin over towards the left as you walk your back leg behind you, and then bring that blanket to your hip so you can sit down on it. So this helps to keep your pelvis level, which helps protect your lower back if your hip doesn't come to the ground easily in pigeon pose, or if you're trying to protect your lower back because you feel like it's about to go out. This is a really great way to modify. So walking the hands in towards the body. Sometimes keeping the toes curled under is easier on the knee. And if walking your hands still looks like you're very far away from your body, that's okay. You want to come to a place where you can be without crunching in your lower back at all. So take a deep breath wherever you are. You can stay here, or you can bring the hands to kind of frame your right knee. So you're just very gently twisting, and you can feel a stretch through the front of the left hip flexor. Take a deep breath here. Walking it back to the center, and then slowly lower down onto your forearms. Bringing the palms together. Pressing down into the forearms to lift up out of the shoulders. Closing the eyes. Softening the jaw. Breathe. Let your hips settle, relax. 2 more breaths. When you're ready, you're going to walk your hands back in towards your body. And we're going to roll onto our right hip so we can swing the left foot around and in front of us. If you want to use the blanket for this, we're going to make sure that both sitting bones are seated on the blanket. Otherwise, you can set it off to the side for now. Keeping the right knee bent, we're going to cross the left foot over on the right side. And then grab a hold of your right wrist with your left hand and bring the arms around your leg and let your leg fall away from you. At the same time, you're lengthening the spine a lot, like you're pulling your heart towards your leg and your leg towards your body without any muscular involvement in the leg at all. You should feel this in the left outer hip. Try to relax the shoulders, the jaw, and breathe. Last deep breath in. And slow breath out. So you can release the right arm, and we're going to wrap the right arm around the left knee. Sit up really tall as you reach your left fingertips behind you, gently twisting, looking back over the left shoulder. Try to breathe into the places that feel restricted and twisted up. Take one more deep breath in. And then exhale, unwinding. Bring your left hand to the inside of your left ankle, right fingertips behind you. And you're just very gently twisting open to the right. Deep breath in. And exhale, unwinding. Crossing the ankles, roll over onto hands and knees. If you liked using that blanket, you can bring it over onto the left side. And then we'll bring our left knee to our left wrist. Swivel that shin over to the right, walking your back leg behind you. And then bringing that blanket to you to place underneath of your left sitting bone. If you need it, you might not need it. Walking the hands in towards your body to whatever degree makes sense for you today. Softening the face. And then we're going to frame the left foot with the hands, so very, very gently twisting. So you can feel that stretch in the right front hip flexor. Walking back to the center, coming all the way down onto your forearms, bringing the palms together, lifting up out of the shoulder girdle, softening the jaw. Taking one more deep breath in and out. And walking your hands back in towards your body. You can move the blanket if you don't need it. Roll onto your left hip, swinging the right leg all the way around on the left side of the left leg. And you'll grab a hold of your left wrist with your right hand and let your knee fall into your arms, and then reach your heart forward, lifting the spine really tall as you draw the right knee in towards your body. The leg is completely heavy. It's not active at all. And breathe. Releasing the wrist, and then wrap the left arm all the way around the right knee, right fingertips behind you. Lengthen the spine a lot and twist. Look back over the right shoulder. Last deep breath in. Exhale, unwinding. Bringing the right hand to the inside of the right ankle as you twist open to the left. Deep breath in. And exhale to unwind. Uncross the legs. Bring the feet flat to the floor, and we're going to roll down onto our backs. So first, just doing a couple of micro movements with the lower part of the spine. So pelvic tilt. So as you exhale, you're going to draw your lower back down into the mat as the tailbone lifts up towards the sky. And then you'll lower the tailbone down and bring a mini arch into your lower back. So just moving with your own breath, very slowly, little micro movements. This looks like such a small movement. It might not even feel like you're doing that much, but this is helping to strengthen and stabilize the pelvic floor, which is crucial for lower back health. Just do one more round. And coming back to neutral, hugging both knees in towards your body. Just rocking from side to side. And then we'll lower the feet back down, crossing the right ankle over the left knee. And you can stay here, just allowing your right knee to fall away from you. Or you can hug everything in towards your body. If you're hugging everything in, you can sway from side to side. But notice if you're holding your breath, or if you feel a lot of tension in your neck and shoulders and upper back from trying to hold this pose in, then keep the foot on the floor. The more you modify when you need to, the faster you will advance, the faster your body can let go of stress. And we'll pause, take a deep breath in, and a slow breath out. And lower the left foot to the floor, but we'll keep the figure 4 shape with our legs, and then drop the whole operation down on the left side. So your right foot is planted on the floor, and then just allow your right knee to fall away from you. So you're not pushing it or pulling it or doing anything at all. You're just allowing it to fall away from you. And you should feel that stretch in the outside of your right hip. And breathe. So keeping the legs as they are, we're going to roll over onto our left hip, letting your right knee come to the floor. You can either use your blanket or a fist underneath of your knee if you need some height there, if you need to help support this right leg. So the bottom knee can stay bent as you reach your right arm back behind you for a spinal twist. So scanning the body as you breathe to find some places where you can still soften a little bit. And really use your breath to help you find space in your body. So the stronger your breath, the more your muscles can relax and create space. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Bringing your top arm over to the left side so we can stabilize before we roll back onto our backs. And one more time, finding that pelvic tilt again as you pull your lower back into the mat, lifting your tailbone off the floor, and then lower your tailbone down, lifting your lower back off the floor. Just one more round, and then we'll come back to neutral. Crossing the left ankle over the right knee. Decide on this side if you want to keep it here, because our sides are different. So you can stay here or you can hug it in. If you're hugging it in, you can sway from side to side. Try to keep the shoulders relaxed, the jaw soft. Last deep breath in and slow breath out. And then we'll lower the right foot down, keeping this shape with the legs. Dropping everything down over on the right side. So the left foot comes to the floor, letting the left knee fall away from you. So you can feel that stretch in the outer left hip. Maybe your left hip needs to fall down towards the floor a little bit. It's not a lot of muscle effort. It's more just allowing your body to settle. So we can have lower back pain for all sorts of weird reasons. Like could just be tight hips or a weak pelvic floor or too much tension in your pelvic floor. You know, it can be so many different things. So if we move to the outer areas surrounding the lower backs, either strengthen or relax them, that's usually how we can find the most amount of ease. Take one more deep breath here. And then we'll start to roll onto our right hip. As you drop your left knee down, you can make a fist with your right hand for your knee, or you can place that blanket underneath of your knee. And then reaching the left arm back behind you and keeping that bottom knee bent. Staying aware of the breath and where you're directing it in your body, using it to create space and soften. Two more deep breaths. And then bringing that left hand back forward so that you can stabilize before you roll onto your back again. Both feet come to the floor, bringing them a little bit wider than your hips. And then let your knees fall in towards each other. Placing your hands down on your lower belly. Closing the eyes, soften the face. Relaxing your shoulders. Maybe bringing the elbows out a little bit wider so your shoulders have more space to relax. So just taking a minute here together in stillness and silence, just giving yourself a moment of peace. Because taking a moment of peace for yourself is helping you to let go of stress, which will inevitably help your lower back. So take a deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Gently bringing your awareness back into the moment. Slowly beginning to move the body however you need to wake it back up again. And in your own time, rolling over onto your side and pressing yourself back up into your comfortable seat. And then once you get there, closing the eyes. Just notice how you feel. Inhale, reach your shoulders up towards your ears. And exhale, slide them down the back. Blinking the eyes open. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me. I really hope that it helps and that you've thwarted all lower back danger. I hope to see you again in my next one. Namaste.